been said that we are as sick as our secrets. When you get those secrets out and you find out that a lot of other people have experienced the same thing, there is a lot of freedom in that. My dad came from a very stern past, and I think there was a lot of sadness and depression in him that he glazed over with the alcohol. Oftentimes, it felt as though we were just hanging by our fingernails, because at any minute that he came home, there could be an explosion. He would get home really late sometimes, and I would be asleep, and I would hear them fighting in the kitchen. I mean, glass breaking, furniture being scratched. There are holes in the wall still where there were gunshots, and I could, just hear her being knocked around. And sometimes I would sneak in, and I can remember being just an itty-bitty little girl and being under the kitchen table and watching their feet go back and forth in front of me as they fought. And I can remember her just whacking him with a broom and trying to get him to stop. And it was something that I knew I never wanted to have again in my life, and I never wanted my children, if I had children, to ever experience that. Just before I married my first husband, I had a pretty wicked injury, and about the only thing that would relieve that pain was gin. And I enjoyed drinking, and I don't think I could have gotten married if I had not been drinking. I think that the alcohol helped me stay in denial about, what I was really getting into. I wanted to have 2 little redheaded children to get to do the do-over of my brother and me. I mean, I was bent to get to do a do-over. And once my son got to be the age that I was, when I remembered some of the things that happened, I turned into a massive control freak. I wanted perfection, and this is something that a lot of adult children of alcoholics, because we had so little control as children, when we get to be big people, and sometimes we're just little people in big people bodies, we want to control things, and I wanted control, and I did a lot of damage. I had to get to that place of complete surrender. I had to get that I was so broken that there was no way I could ever do this alone. And a friend told me about a support group for people who grew up in alcoholism or had family or friends who were alcoholics, and I crawled into that support group. I had to sit and listen and learn and find out that I was not the only person who had lived through this, that there were solutions and there were tools and there were people who loved me and could help me, and there were people who set a great example that I wanted to be like they were. I wanted to know that joy. I wanted to know that love. I wanted to have that kind of relationship with my children. I started journaling, and I learned a way to journal that helped me parse out and get the differences between what I was thinking and what I was feeling and how I was acting. And by writing about these things, I found that I could help myself, and that what I wrote could actually help other people. And that was so humbling, because being able to help my children by helping myself and helping other mothers and parents who had grown up in this, it kind of helped make sense of all that pain. People learn this behavior. When I say hurt people, and I just wonder, who did this to my grandfather? I mean, where did he learn that? And that's why I just say so much, the cycle has to stop, because it's gonna get acted out again. Pain won't kill us, and if we can feel it and use it to become conscious, we'll know that we don't want our kids to grow up in this, and we'll know that we need to ask for help, and we'll ask for the help. And together we can stop that cycle.